What's wrong with Angel Reese's shot?
The recent release of Angel Reese's practice footage has ignited a firestorm on social media, and the stats back up the buzz. While Reese continues to crown herself as the queen of the WNBA, her performance, both in games and in training, paints a more complicated picture. At the same time, Caitlin Clark's unprecedented influence on the league has created a gap so vast between the two stars that it's forcing a rethink of how we measure star power in women's basketball.
I mean, guys, this is just, she's putting in extra work with pads and fighting through contact. Well, number one, they shouldn't even have pads. And there should be a third person down there, but that's okay. I mean, nothing's going right here. I don't know why she keeps dropping her hands every time she goes to shoot, but she does, and that gives everybody a chance to come in and block her.
Chicago fans were given an unanticipated look at Angel Reese's training when practice footage emerged, showing the forward working on fundamental skills. What should have been a routine session quickly went viral, for all the wrong reasons. The clips highlighted struggles with basic shooting mechanics, especially on layups, a shot most professional players are expected to make consistently.
And I'm going to be honest, the coaching staff, Tyler Marsh, everybody in her inner circle that looks at stuff like this and says, yeah, this is completely fine. Keep doing what you're doing. This is completely fine. Keep doing what you're doing. All of you guys, the coaching staff, you need to get smacked up. Tyler, you need to, dude, the guy behind Angel Reese looks shorter than me. I'm a pure human being. I'm a regular human being. This guy is shorter than me, dude.
In the viral clip, Reese is seen running layup drills, but her execution falls short of professional standards. Analysts were quick to highlight glaring flaws, noting that she seems to push the ball with her palm rather than control it with her fingers, a technique almost never seen at the pro level. Some fans summed it up perfectly, admitting they initially thought the footage was a joke because of the unorthodox mechanics on display.
Look, we gotta be honest about Angel Reese here. We've gotta be honest. She can't score layups. That's a fact. That's a fact. And we need to question Angel Reese needs a new trainer. I said it over the summer. Why? Because Angel Reese was practicing tween sidestep middies. Like, I'm gonna tweet it out. I'm like, why are people surprised? Why are Sky fans surprised that Angel is still struggling with layups?
The practice footage looks even more troubling when put alongside Reese's current season stats. Through 6 games, she's shooting a dismal 31.1% from the field, with layups proving particularly problematic. She's converting just 31.5% of her 54 attempts. To put it in perspective, these numbers would raise red flags for a high school player, let alone a professional athlete earning a WNBA salary.
With 54%, and then right at third place, you have Angel Reese with 54, with a 31% shooting percentage, man. Man, honestly.
Basketball shooting coach Adrian Ross offered a detailed breakdown of Reese's practice footage, pointing out multiple mechanical issues behind her poor shooting. Ross highlighted that Reese's offhand covers her face during her shot, with her palm facing inward, a position both unusual and counterproductive to proper shooting form.
And then you get to Angel Reese, and she's at 31.5% of her layups. She's attempted 54. She's made 31.5%. And she is, as I scroll down, she's the lowest in terms of making her layups.
If you're enjoying this, please subscribe. Perhaps most concerning is Reese's tendency to shoot from her hip rather than her shoulders, despite standing 6 feet 3 inches. As one analyst explained, shooting from the hip usually signals a player lacking size or strength, but Reese is neither frail nor weak. This fundamental flaw helps explain why her field goal percentage has dropped from an already underwhelming 39.1% in her rookie season to a catastrophic 31.1% this year. The practice footage also exposed problems with her shot preparation. She consistently dips the ball too low after catching it, wasting motion that erodes shot momentum. Her legs remain insufficiently bent, forcing her to rely too heavily on her upper body for power, a recipe for inconsistency clearly reflected in her game statistics.
Reese has a tendency to shoot from her hip instead of her shoulder sometimes. Granted, not everybody will have textbook shooting form, and that's okay. In Reese's case, however, the fact she is shooting from the hip at 6'3" is inexplicable. When a player shoots from the hip, it's indicative of a player's lack of adequate size and strength. But Reese is neither frail nor weak. No, Reese is definitely not frail, definitely not weak. She's strong. You can tell Angel Reese is strong as an ox.
Reese's shooting struggles go far beyond practice footage. Her shot chart against the Dallas Wings paints a brutal picture. Despite taking 92% of her attempts within 10 feet, prime scoring range for any post player, she's converting just 28% of shots within 3 feet and 36.8% from 3 to 10 feet. These numbers are historically poor for a professional operating primarily in the paint. The trend worsens when looking at her game-by-game performance. She's missed her first shot attempt in 5 of 6 games this season. The pattern has become so predictable that Stadium Live now runs a betting segment on whether Reese will make her opening shot, with videos racking up over 1 million views as fans watch her consistently fail to convert.
Angel Reese is now shooting under 30% from the field, and she mainly shoots layups. At what point are we going to stop taking her seriously as a basketball player?
One particularly damaging sequence came during a game against the New York Liberty, where Reese went 0-for-8 in a stretch that included multiple missed layups, offensive rebounds, and follow-up misses. Sequences like this highlight the inefficiency plaguing not just Reese individually, but the Chicago Sky offense as a whole. While Reese struggles with fundamental skills, Caitlin Clark is generating an entirely different conversation around women's basketball. Clark's return to Iowa for a preseason game against Brazil showcased the stark contrast in star power and fan engagement. The Indiana Fever's exhibition at Carver Hawkeye Arena sold out in just 37 minutes, with average resale ticket prices hitting $670, the highest for any WNBA game since tracking began in 2015. The game drew 1.3 million viewers on ESPN, marking a 13% increase over last year's regular season average and peaking at 1.6 million viewers.
Angel Reese, right there, blocked. You see the list of top blocked, 18 times. 18 times. She got some janitors to help her practice. I mean, it kind of looks that way. This drill isn't realistic. They need a third defender. She's always triple team because of her gravity.
Clark's performance in the game lived up to the hype. She scored 16 points on 6 of 10 shooting, including 4 of 6 from three-point range, while adding 6 rebounds and 5 assists in just 19 minutes. Her opening shot, a signature deep three from beyond the logo, sent the crowd into a frenzy, perfectly illustrating why fans are willing to pay premium prices to watch her play. The economic gap between Clark and Reese extends far beyond individual ticket sales. Indiana University finance professor Ryan Brewer reported that Clark accounted for 26.5% of all WNBA economic activity during her rookie season. Projections for 2025 suggest her impact could surpass $1 billion, a staggering figure that underscores her transformative effect on the league. Clark's influence on ticket prices is evident across venues. Fever home games now average $197 on the secondary market, more than double last season's $92, while away games fetch even higher averages of $272, showing fans follow her wherever she plays. The contrast with Reese's drawing power is striking. While detailed attendance figures for Sky games are limited, the viral nature of Reese's practice footage combined with consistently poor performance metrics suggests a player struggling to maintain relevance in an increasingly competitive landscape for fan attention.